Good morning, interwebers. How you doing? And yeah, I know it's been a while between blogs or vlogs or whatever you call it, but that's all good. I've been relocated down to the South Island. I've got a whole new mission in front of me, and I'm really proud of myself, and I can't wait to share it with you. Stay tuned. Let's truck on. So, quite some time ago, quite a significant earthquake rocked the South Island of New Zealand, and there was a lot of damage to a number of buildings and quite a significant loss of life. It was a real tragedy any way you look at it. It was a real tragedy. But part of the damage that my country suffered was the main arterial route between, or the supply line for the South Island between the ferry terminal in Picton and the biggest city, Christchurch, down there was closed due to massive landslides and the road being smashed to pieces. And we're only a little country, we only got 4 million people, and that represented quite a massive problem logistically for us. So Christchurch, the city, was essentially cut off. So what the upshot of all that earthquake was is there needed to be an overland route planned for all the commercial trade to be able to resupply the city of Christchurch and the surrounding districts, and also to be able to move the produce that Christchurch industry produces back up north. And so subsequently the Lewis Pass was chosen. And as you can see, it's a beautiful scenic route, and I just really love trucking it, even if I have to share the road with people like that. And but it's quite a challenge, and I'm really enjoying it. More to follow, over. The Lewis Pass road is only like a B road at best, and to have all this commercial trade on it is really knocking it around. But big ups to all the roading crews that are working hard to keep it open for everybody. I mean, without these guys are really the unsung heroes of trucking. Because if our roads weren't operational, then these big rigs wouldn't be any good for anything. So big ups to our road crews. Nice job. While we're cruising around, I'd just like to have a little shout out to Jimmy down at Main Freight Christchurch. Nice fella, came and introduced himself to me the other day. Just a good, hard, solid working guy, doing the best to raise his son in difficult circumstances. Respect to you, Jimmy. Hope you're having a good day, mate. I'll see you on the next one. Did I mention how I like my windows open? Boom! Yes! Anyway, back in the Kenworths. Just love the K-Whoppers. Yesterday I drove an International ProStar. Go to clip. But to check. 1, 2 trailers. It's my Cummins all day long. I'm actually in an International ProStar. That was kind of a weird truck. My mate says basically they're a Kenworth with just a different cab. Maybe. Don't know. Like this better anyway. And driving the Kenworth today, it's just a beautiful South Island winter's day, and I'm really getting off on the South Island gig. It's a cool place to live. I'm living in this weird little town. It's really nothing like what I'm used to, and but hey, it's like living in the barracks. I'm going to be there for the winter, so you just suck it up and make the best of it. I mean, I'm only there for the trucking, right? And that's just where I sleep and eat when I'm not trucking. So it could be a lot worse, but it could, and so I'm certainly enjoying the challenge. It's not a challenge, but just the cultural difference of living in a small town. And I mean small town. I mean blink and you miss it, you know what I mean? So it's kind of weird living in that environment. I'm glad it's only temporary. I mean, it's a beautiful place and the people are really friendly, but I'm a big city boy. I've got too much concrete under my feet to ever want to settle down in a place like that. But it's certainly a cool place to hang out for the winter while I'm trucking these South Island roads. And the thing I like the most about it so far is the distances between towns are huge compared to the North Island. And so I'm doing a lot more hands-on highway driving. Every day is a full day, and it's technically challenging. I drive over these mountain passes, and although the winter hasn't really kicked in yet, I've already had one light snow shower on my crossings. There's been frost and snow and ice and stuff. So it is challenging, and so you got to keep your shit in one sock, and every vehicle is loaded differently. Every vehicle that I drive handles differently, and every day I drive the road conditions are different. So it's kind of cool to be able to have to readjust your driving style to accommodate all those factors, and at the same time make good times and drive as efficiently as I can. But all in all, very cool. Liking the South Island, and I think I'm going to enjoy my time down here. Life is good. Truck on. It's 10:30 at night, and I'm trucking through residential streets of Christchurch. It's kind of weird to think that in all these homes, everybody's going to bed, and there's me out on the road and this big monster. But I wouldn't have it any other way. On my truck tonight, I've got a whole lot of pallets of milk powder made out of goat milk, and it's all marked in Chinese writing and stuff, and it's for kids that can't have mother's milk, or for whatever reason their mums can't produce milk, and they can't have ordinary baby formula, so they got to have this special goat milk stuff. Well, don't ever let anyone tell you trucking is just another job, because it makes me feel really proud to think that I'm delivering all these little guys their dinner, and that's what's cool about trucking, is that even though we're passing through these residential homes in the middle of the night, and all these people don't like sharing their streets with truck drivers and that, but mate, we really make an important difference. Trucking is a great job. I love it.